Afghanistan authorities reported an explosion at Kabul airport today, the first potential terror attack at the location since American and Allied troops withdrew last week. Who carried out the attack, and was it ISIS-K? Kabul airport suffered a potential terror attack today, according to authorities in Afghanistan. 2 explosions rocked locations outside of the airport, which Allied forces have used to evacuate local and international residents, this afternoon. Official figures estimate 60 people have died in the blast, children among them. U.S. officials revealed one attack, close to the airfield's Abbey Gate entrance, was a suicide bombing, while details remain unclear about the other, which took place near the Baron Hotel. Neither the perpetrator nor officials on the ground have confirmed who might be responsible for the bombings yet. Pressure is immediately on Mr. Biden, as reports suggest the attacks killed 12 U.S. troops as they withdraw their own and civilian presence via the airfield. With the situation in Kabul becoming more violent, he may receive calls to evacuate more people or extend the evacuation deadline. However, this week Mr. Biden has said he will not budge from his previous commitment. On Wednesday, he told G7 leaders he would not buckle under public pressure to extend the deadline. And one day before he had cited the safety of U.S. troops relied on swift evacuation. He said, "We are currently on a pace to finish by August 31st. The sooner we can finish, the better. Each day of operations brings added risk to our troops." Pressure is also on Mr. Johnson, who called a cabinet meeting earlier this afternoon. His office said he will seek to clarify the situation via a Cabinet Office Briefing Room's COBR meeting. A statement from Number 10 read, "The Prime Minister has been updated on the situation at the airport in Kabul and will chair a COBR later this afternoon." He has since said evacuations will continue despite the barbaric terror attack. The Ministry of Defense said no UK military or government officials are amongst those wounded. They said in a statement, "There have been no reported UK military or UK government casualties following the incidents in Kabul. UK forces are working closely with our partners to provide security and medical assistance." Early information has indicated Afghan-based terrorist cell ISIS-K may have carried out the attacks. Speaking to Deborah Haynes, Sky News foreign affairs correspondent, the suggestion may not come as a surprise. She said, "A British defense source said to me it was highly likely ISIS-K was responsible for these attacks. We haven't had any claim of responsibility yet. And this is not going to be any surprise to anyone given ISIS-K was the group we kept hearing about from everyone, including the US president. We're talking about the potential for a terror attack against the airport." A source has told US-based Fox News that ISIS-K was definitely believed to be behind the bombing. They added that hundreds of members are in the vicinity, with attacks likely to continue. Another source told the Reuters news agency the attack bears all the hallmarks of an ISIS-K incursion. ISIS-K is a shorthand of Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, Khorasan province, a terrorist group that claims affiliation with the so-called ISIS regime thousands of miles to the west. The splinter group emerged in 2015 and has conducted activity in Afghanistan since, mostly in the Khorasan province, earning them their name. They have made enemies of the US and the Taliban, which sees the terrorists as a sworn enemy. Both have conducted operations to clamp down on ISIS-K activity in the region. In 2017, US authorities dropped a mother of all bombs, Moab, in Khorasan. Approximately 2,200 ISIS-K militants remain, and they have launched attacks in Afghanistan and Pakistan between 2015 and 2017. ISIS-K's movements during U.S. troop withdrawal has comprised primarily of credible threats made to those in the airport's vicinity. U.S. officials have previously expressed there was a very real possibility the cell may attack evacuation efforts. Anthony Blinken, U.S. Secretary of State, said on Wednesday, "We're operating in a hostile environment in a city and country now controlled by the Taliban with the very real possibility of an ISIS-K attack. We're taking every precaution, but this is very high risk.